Okay, welcome to the December Children of Light uh, chat. Um, by now, you guys have gotten your newsletter, and you have some information in there of the processes that will be coming up in the next uh, 15 some odd days. The Novus Invictus process. And it's a process that we do every year, and it takes some oils and some tuning forks and some stones and stuff like that. All of the information is in the newsletter on what you'll need and how to do the process. Um, and what it is it's we're bringing back, we're welcoming back the light, and we're participating with that process, and it's a 3-day process. Um, Now, if you're new to this and you're just, stumbled across our videos and want to do this Novus Invictus process and you have absolutely nothing, don't worry. Just follow the instructions and you can participate in that fashion. So you can use everything, part of the stuff or nothing, and still be an impact on the process, or be a participant with the process. So that comes up on December 21st, 22nd, no, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. So those are the 3 days that we do them. You can do them one of those days. You start sometime after dark, and of course it'll cover this in the instruction. Um, and then you just go for it. I like to do it on Christmas Eve because everybody's together on Christmas Eve in my family, and we have time to do this process. So if you have any questions and you just are watching the video, you're not participating, you can go ahead and email me or write me on Facebook, and we can discuss it further, or I can direct you to the website, angelicgate.com, where the process is posted as well. So it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a fun process too, especially when you do it with a lot of other people. So each year we do that. Laura's got an announcement, the about the newsletter and what was in it. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you, Laura.
Okay, the newsletter just went out this morning. So if you didn't get it, let me know and we'll make sure that you're on the list and that you get the current December newsletter. I wanted to add to what Dave said about Novus Invicta. Polly and Larry do it every year, and Polly set up a Zoom call. So if you'd like to participate via Zoom, this is how I've done it for the last 2 years. I've joined in with them. That information will be going out to your email as well. And I get to announce next year's conference. Either Dave has already signed the contract or is about to, right?
Yep. One of those.
One of those.
I just need to get a hold of the lady so I can get it to her. And I want to talk to her real quick. And then, yeah, it's all set. But it's definitely getting signed. It's definitely a done deal. So, yeah,
Okay, good. We are going to have it at the same location that we had it last year, Holiday Inn Express, Castle Rock, Colorado.
it's a nice place. They got good coffee too.
Yeah. And breakfast is included, a free breakfast. Well, not free, you do pay for it in your room, right? But it's included.
Yeah,
A nice breakfast buffet every morning.
it's quite good.
The
Kind of,
hotel staff was very good to us last year, and they're very excited about us coming back. They have a new sales manager. She's great. So we just decided that since, we knew the hotel and, knew how we would be treated and what it would be all about, we would just go at the same place for next year.
if it works.
So June 17, 18, 19, 20, Wednesday through Saturday. Check-in date is Tuesday, the 16th. And then, of course, the grand formation is the evening of Saturday, the 20th. And some people go home right after that if they live nearby. Other people stay overnight until the next day, Sunday, the 21st, which happens to be the summer solstice. So this
Excellent.
is the week closest to the summer solstice. So that's the basic information. Registration is open or will be soon, right, Dave? Via
Yeah,
your website.
yeah. Via my website. I'm just I had to wait a few days for my guy to get back from wherever he was going, and then get the information up there. Plus, I didn't want to put it up until I had everything set in stone. So it's time to do that now. So it'll be a pop up on angelicgate.com like it was last year, where you just click on that and you can go in and view the registration. And at some point, we will have an agenda. We like to let you have a bit of a heads up of what's happening at the event. A lot of folks that have already been there will know what's going on, but we also sometimes have new things that we do, um, or things that are suggested, or Michael has us do certain things, or Joe may have some suggestions. You never know what's going to happen. We're not there yet, but we'll have all the prudent data that you would need displayed on the website. Joe's website is no longer available. So what I'm doing is I've worked with Ken. Ken has given me some instructions on how to get this done. Again, I've got to wait for my guy to get back from where he's on vacation at the moment. So when he gets back, I'll be able to have the old website directed to the website. So everybody can get a hold of the information, the data, the visits, the forks, the whole 9 yards. Um, so I'm just in a waiting pattern.
They can do that quick. It's just a link.
It's just a link. It's a clickety click thing, but the guy's not doing anything until Mondays.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, he's been I've been sending him a lot of business too, so he's getting busy, which is nice. I wish it was the same for us. I would like to talk about the sale that we're having on Angelic Gate for tuning forks and stuff like that. We have some percentages off on certain items, and it's only until the end of December. And if you need to freshen up your oils or anything like that, now's the time to do it, because I have adjusted some of the prices. So far, I'm still working with the stock I had. I haven't had to reorder stock. So when I do, we'll find out what the new pricings are, because there has been some changes in the costs of these things. So I'll see what that is, and we'll make appropriate changes at that time. And if you do need tuning forks, see what I have in stock. I've got plenty in stock now, but if they need more than what I have, the tuning fork place closes for January, so it extends my turnaround time. So
On the I'm gonna go back to Novus Invicta.
oh sure, let's bounce.
If Holly and Larry are going to Zoom that, if they would record that, and with reasonable editing, then you would have a visual manual on how to do that.
I like how
We'll do
you think,
that.
Ken. That's cool.
I'll ask them to do that.
Fantastic idea.
Okay. Yeah. Or you can do it photographically, which would be even easier to follow, but that might not be a bad thing to do, even with just a photograph. Here's where you put the fork, and here's what happens next, and without the video and all that stuff might be simple. And on that note, still hinging on your friend that's got that video interview of Joe,
Right.
can we offer him some money and cut that thing loose?
Yeah, no kidding. I've been beating him up pretty good. So I actually haven't, well, when I was attempting to get it from him before, I was really pushing.
Yeah.
I haven't
It-
spoken to him in a few weeks. So let me
okay.
reach out to him again and see where we're at. And
Yeah.
that's a
It's
possibility. I'm going to definitely
it
make that happen and get it right to you.
yeah. It's an important document,
Oh, yeah. I agree wholeheartedly.
written and,
It's
visual.
very important. And it
Because
was,
Joe can't do that now.
yeah, I
It
know.
wouldn't be the same. Wouldn't be
No,
the
it wouldn't
same.
be the same. So, yes,
So,
I definitely hear you there. And I appreciate you bringing that up, because
yeah.
honestly, it has not been in my mind. I've got a lot of other things.
Yeah. And
So,
then
Those,
back to the oils. Go ahead,
yeah,
Lauren.
yeah,
I was just
excellent,
going to say, for
excellent
those
point.
of you who don't know what we're talking about, a few years ago at the conference in San Antonio, Larry Davis interviewed Joe. We had come up with questions ahead of time, and Larry did a great job of interviewing him, and we have this all recorded. And then there's a master in Florida who's doing some editing, but he's got it.
Yeah.
And for some reason, we haven't been able to get it from him.
Well, his life blew up. He got a new career. He got a new job that is consumed all of his time. So that's why he was unable to accomplish.
Tell him just to mail it to us.
And that's
we'll
what
do the
I
edit.
just email it to us
Yeah.
or put it on a disc and send it, or a flash drive.
Whatever.
I don't care if it's a cassette tape at this point. Let's get her
Yeah.
done. You're right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree with you, and I share your
Yeah.
I share
Yeah, just get him out of the loop and just get
urgency.
the original. On the oils, I mentioned this to Laura, just an observation. I know that Joe put those things on sale as sets at times,
Yep.
but the rest of the time I would offer, and it's not my business, I would offer that you never put anything on sale unless it's a set. There's no need to put it on sale. This is divine stuff.
I agree. I agree.
Whatever it's
Just
worth,
that
not a big
things
deal.
need to, a lot of times folks, they'll obviously need incentives to purchase things at times. And with the transition of the store, it's slowed down tremendously. It came out, it
Yeah.
started off in gangbusters. However, it's not moving at all at this moment in time.
Yeah.
So,
I've never interfaced with that, so I have no idea about this.
yeah,
So,
it's a different gig, and I understand it's sacred things, and I understand that you know uh, there is a reverence that needs to be observed when utilizing these things. However, it's to my understanding through the angels that anybody can use these products or these sacred anointing oils for yourselves.
mhm.
And so I was just reaching out to possibly incentivize folks to pull the trigger that wouldn't otherwise. That's all,
Sure. Yeah.
in a short period of time. I decided to go a short period of time rather than an extended period of time. However,
I don't blame you. I just
So-
want to throw it out there. That
oh,
was
I
all.
get I
Yeah.
totally share that opinion. However, if it's not in somebody's hands, it really doesn't matter how much it costs.
Yeah.
So once it gets
If it
into their
works.
hands, they'll
Yeah.
realize the value that they're getting in that moment, and they get, that that the results that these things will produce are
Right.
nothing short of amazing. My
Yeah.
wife actually was talking to Diane this afternoon, and she heard my wife working on herself in the background with the forks, and she's putting on the
Okay.
oils. I'm smelling the cicada oil coming over to my side of the office or the dining room here, and I'm like smelling that. And then Diane says, "What is she doing over there?" I said, "Oh, she's tuning her wrist and thumb." And
Okay. I didn't want to throw you off your agenda too much.
no,
Just
no
want to put
problem.
it
I
out
don't
there.
really have
Okay.
too much of an agenda, and I like these little bantering sometimes too, because it
Yeah.
incentivize people to work on themselves as well. But yeah, the oils are a special blend, and they're done in a sacred fashion.
hmm
They're placed for a period of time, and they're made with specific wording and specific actions. Um, And when they gave these oils to us, they told us that it was for our healing and to help raise our vibrations and to help open our awareness and our knowingness and,
hmm
working on a mental, emotional, and physical level as well as
Okay.
spiritual. So we have a whole bunch of them that do a lot of different things. There's like whatever um, uh, item you're attempting to heal or whatever situation you're attempting to work on can be assisted dramatically with these oils. And what Michael said about the oils is the tools that we give you speed up the process of your healing in such a way that it takes days instead of years, weeks instead of decades. So um and they're quite effective. So check angelicgate.com for that kind of stuff. Let's see, my phone turned off. There we go. Let's turn you back on. And thanks for getting me back on track there. All right. So, Laura and Diane, did you have something that you wanted to contribute? She's muted. She may not even be there. Nope.
Okay. Hi. Yeah, I was going to talk about the four aspects of ourselves, the mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual, and how they, if you pay close attention, how you can find them in almost every aspect of your life as you go about your daily living, whether it's driving your car or cleaning your house or cooking, mowing the lawn, whatever.
Going to work.
These four aspects come into play. And I would like to, before I even, go any further, I just want to refine that before I give a presentation on it. Um, because, yeah, all of them play a part in almost every aspect of your daily life. And, you alone, and your interactions with other people. So I would really like to refine it before I go into it. Maybe in January, I can give that as a New Year's thing, of a way of looking at your life in the coming new year. And a suggestion for people to get out there is like, instead of the normal sketchy Christmas presents that everyone gives, to the kids and whatever, how about just think about it? I mean, you can do that too, but a New Year's Day present that would, whoever you give it to, it is something that would improve their life for that year, maybe something they're interested in, like art lessons. Shout out to Ken. um, Art lessons, or uh, maybe they wanted to try skiing. That's a nice physical gift, to give them so that they can stay active during the winter time or whatever, and even water skiing. But any activity, they want to learn a language, give them a gift certificate, or a gift certificate. They could buy something online to learn a language. Anything that would improve their self. Take them to the library, get them a library card. That's a wonderful gift. Show them around the library, get them exposed to that. Anything that's going to improve their life, uh, and in the coming year, not something that they're going to play with for a little while and just throw away, or throw it up in a cupboard, or just display it and just be done with it. It's like you can't even remember who gave it to you. Um, but something that would bring them, expose them to new things, new ideas, new way of doing things, learning. Yeah. So that's my 2 cents on that.
So I'm to understand, if I hear you correctly, you're going to be looking at the participation of the seven gifts in our everyday life
Well, the four aspects.
and the four aspects that break it down. Okay.
Right, the four aspects in the everyday life.
Mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, or
Right, and
emotional,
how they
mental,
actually, yeah, I
physical,
mean, even
spiritual.
down to, okay, just let me really quick, like house cleaning. You're you're going to, mentally, what you're going to do. Maybe you have a routine that you do it in. Physically, you're going to be physically doing it. Now your emotions are going to come into play on this, because maybe you're tired of that dog tracking mud in, or you're tired of the kids throwing their stuff on the floor, whatever it is, but you're cleaning the house. So your emotions are playing a big part in how you're cleaning that, your attitude. And if you bring the spiritual into it, if you concentrate and try to bring your spiritual aspect into it, you come into it with, a control of your emotions, because you now have gratitude that you have a house to clean. That dog just gives you such great companionship. um Things like that. How to bring the spiritual into your mental, emotional, and physical, and just stop and think, live in the now. It's gonna get dirty. Get real. Your house is going to have to be cleaned. I don't know any self-cleaning house out there, but just simple things like that. And how, if you have all four in balance, then cleaning the house is truly a blessing. You're getting a workout. Okay. You're up moving. Um, you're happy and grateful that you have a house to clean. Mentally, you're seeing the clutter disappear and everything like that. So your mind's not, you're getting in a clean slate. It's all a bonus. You can either look at it as a chore or as, hey, there's a benefit to this. It's a blessing, bring your spirit, bring the spiritual into it, the compassion, the dog, it's raining outside. He doesn't know he's got muddy feet, and he comes flying through the dog door when you just mop the kitchen floor, Ellie. Uh, but yeah, it's like, okay, fine. You don't want mud dog prints on your floor, get rid of the dog. But I don't want to do that. Well, change your view. Either don't let the dog out or train him to where to sit at the door or wipe his paws. I've seen dogs be trained to wipe their paws. So,
My
but
dogs
anyway,
open the door.
and get real. Having a dog, you're going to have dog hair. You're going to have dog, paw prints all over stuff. They're going to chew things. So, just like with kids, you're going to have a lot with them, worse than a dog. But yeah, I'd like to refine this to go a little bit deeper before I do an actual presentation on it.
Sounds fair.
Okay. That's about it.
Making me think of my dog.
I know.
Just put my had to send
When you were,
our oldest dog to the Rainbow Bridge last night, and it's been kind of a thick area here for us. But anyhow, cool. You had something to say, Ken?
yeah, when you were talking about that, Diane, a couple of things came up. That could be a handout at the conference.
Oh, okay.
With,
Yeah.
not a lot of explanation, a little bit, and you can speak to that, but everybody has a takeaway.
Right.
And you might have more than one takeaway. It's nice to have takeaways after you go through that process. And then another thing that was unrelated to that, and sometimes things just come in and I have to pay attention to those. To have the angel visits read and recorded and made available.
Ooh.
I'm thinking, we were talking about AI a couple chats back. Excuse me. I think there's a thing with AI where they could read that for us, and we could figure out do we want it done in.
Yeah,
we can have
it
it
could be a
done
little
in
mechanical. It depends on the quality of the program.
Yeah.
Some can be a little mechanical, but surely there's some that are doing a great job of that now.
Yeah, they can have it read to you in a celebrity voice or someone's voice. You can record your voice and have it recorded in your voice. I choose Sam Kennison.
Yeah, that'd be a good way to do it. Yeah, I have a friend
Morgan Freeman.
that I spend a lot of time with who actually has an AI avatar who's selling a product, and you can't tell.
Interesting.
You just can't tell.
Yeah, nice.
The video.
Some AI voices, you can tell it's AI.
Yeah.
It depends on the program, but this is a video and voice you can't tell, and it's better than any of us can do.
Excellent.
The fabulous spokesperson.
Excellent.
And she's artificial.
Excellent. Well, that might be helpful in the long run, because I would like to see the books on audio and the visits on audio. That would be wonderful. I think that's fantastic.
Just out there at no charge.
Yeah. Yeah. Way back when, Steve Gibson he was putting the Joe's first book, Blessings, Gifts, and Deeds, on audio. And somewhere around here I have it, but he had only partially completed it, and then he went home.
Well, AI is perfect. You can do it all in one go.
I wonder if we could put Steve's voice in here. He had a nice voice.
Yeah, just use a good AI voice.
Yeah, that's something to look into. Something to look into. Most definitely. I like that idea.
I do too.
So let's see.
I have more things to say.
You've got, oh, okay. What's that, sweetie?
I have more things to talk about.
Okay. Yeah, you do. You have the Chicane of Flame.
That's last. I want to do that last.
Oh, you want to do that last? You can do that. Oh,
Yeah.
you're doing some stuff. You've
Yeah,
got some things
I just
set up
want to
at the
talk a
local
little bit
inn.
more about the conference.
Oh,
Uh, the
fantastic.
early bird price is going to be 250. As of March 1st, it'll be 275. Just to let people know so that you can start planning and saving. There's a few things that we started in the last couple years that have become kind of the tradition at the conference now. One is a movie popcorn and chocolate night, and we'll do that again. Also, last year in Castle Rock, the first night we had a family dinner at a restaurant where we donate money for our meal, and the food's wonderful. And then they use the money to help feed people in Castle Rock. So we're going to do that again, and they're going to be in a new location. So it'll be like going to a new place again, a different location. We'll have a different menu than what we had last year. So that's another thing that we're going to be doing. And I have some other fun stuff in mind for us to do at the conference. I also have started, well, I'm planning on doing free chakra tuning demonstrations at our local library. We kind of lost momentum with COVID. We actually even had to cancel, our conference one year. And a lot of groups lost momentum because of COVID. So I've been asking, God,
Uh-oh.
and this idea of doing free chakra tuning demos came to mind. I can reserve really nice rooms. We have a brand new library in Castle Rock. It's only a few years old, and the conference rooms are really nice. So the room that I have one reserved for December 19th, and then I'm going to do two in January. And the conference room holds like 40 people, sitting around a table so that I can start vibrating a tuning fork, do it on myself, and then pass it around. Or, if there's a lot of people, there might be a different way that I do it. But that's my thought on how to do it to start with. And then people would be, asking questions and, maybe wanting their own set of chakra tuning forks or, wanting to know more about where they came from. And, then I could tell them a little bit more about the angels, and that leads to gatherings and the conference. And the idea is to get new people involved.
Repeat that, sweetie.
It's a
It
really easy
just
thing to do,
did
just
everybody else see her glitch there? It was slowed down,
uh,
or was that clear for everybody? On my computer, I couldn't hear the last
something
sentence she
happen.
said. Yeah, I couldn't hear the last sentence she said. It could be my
Oh, I
computer.
was just saying that I was suggesting that other people consider doing the same
Ah,
thing.
okay.
See if you can reserve a room at your library or through the park district and offer, at least one free chakra tuning demo and see what happens, see where it goes.
Sounds fantastic. Okay. All right. So next up, might as well move right into the Chicane Flame
Okay.
and the conference
Um,
here.
I have my Shekinah flame if people have brought their flames. Um, the newsletter, I was suggesting that if you didn't have a flame, to bring a pair. And the reason is that I did a little research on pairs, and pairs stand for peace and love and kindness and gentleness and also femininity. And we're talking Shekinah, so we're talking, feminine aspect of God. And I have to show you something because this was actually kind of fun. This is actually called a conference pair. I found this at Whole Foods Market. I saw the name and I had to ask somebody who worked in produce, what is a conference pear? So this pear apparently is a new variety, and it won at a conference. It was a pear conference. So they
Interesting.
named it conference pear. For what it's worth, I thought it was funny.
I love pears. I've been baking them with cinnamon. They're good. Treat them like
And I
apples.
actually put a recipe in the newsletter. First time I ever put a recipe in there, but it's just to saute thinly sliced pears with cinnamon maple syrup and, put it on top of waffles and top it with yogurt. And I was just thinking of some different fun things to put
Yummy.
in the newsletter.
Sounds yummy.
So, so should we, are we ready to do a Shekinah flame intention?
If you would like
Did
to,
anybody have bring a flame beside you
maybe not.
or a
Maybe.
pair?
I've got one, but it's always sitting here.
Okay, well, as we all know, the world needs a little help right now when it comes to peace. And
Chill out prayer.
so this is something that, pardon me?
Chill
What's
out
that?
prayer. Or
Yeah,
as
yeah.
as Chong would say, mellow out, man. There we go.
So basically, you just hold your Shekinah flame and
Actually goes
um
like this.
yeah, I'm sort of wedged in a corner of my sofa here. Need to
Something like
adjust
that.
myself, so I'm kind of
Thumbs
like
in or
this.
thumbs out. Thumbs out looks kind of cool.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like you're gonna fly away.
So it's basically, setting your intention, thinking about what you want, and focusing on the flame. And then you take some breaths, right, Dave?
3 deep breaths.
And blow your intention through the flame out into the universe. So we are setting our intention. Pardon me? So take a couple breaths. And focus on your intention. And when you're ready, gently blow it through the flame.
You
The
say Yad
intention is
Hey
for peace in the
Shekinah.
world.
Shalom, shalom. And there you
And
go.
and then you finish up by saying Yad Hey Shekinah.
You could throw in the peace too if you want.
Peace, peace, peace. That is the intention. Peace, peace on earth.
Yeah, don't make me flick the lights on and off. It's getting wild out there. That's why I like living in the mountains. I don't have to see anything or do anything. It's just I hear squirrels and chipmunks and birds, and we've got a couple ravens that live on the property. We've got hummingbirds coming out. Squirrel that lives off a couple of trees about 20 feet away from our deck. It's fun watching them. We don't have deer because I have a fence. Okay. Well, looks like we're going to meet again next year on January 4th. So, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, happy Saturnilla, uh, happy Yule, and happy Hanukkah. Happy everything. So, I hope you get to spend a lot of time with your family this year and maybe take some time for yourself. I hope you do get to participate with the Novus Invictus on the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. If you have any questions, please feel free to email or call. So, with that, I bid you farewell for the year.
Thank you.
Can't say
Thank
it
you,
very
Dave.
often.
Thank you, Laura.
All right.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Diane. Thank you, everyone.
As
Thank you.
always, my blessings, my gifts, my deeds, our review. And we'll see you next time.